welcome to Mr. and Miss Connections. I'm your host, Andrew.
And I'm Leilani.
Welcome to the podcast where we go to a random city's misconnection section on Craigslist and read the posts where some are looking for love and others are looking for their barbecue buddy.
That wasn't so bad. Okay, compared to your other ones, which are corny as hell or just overly sexualized, that was actually pretty good.
Thank you.
You should be proud.
And now thinking about it, I'm thinking of like Champ Kynes from Anchorman. Remember when they're all in Ted's office talking about the new anchor woman?
Yeah.
And then he's like, I want to just put some barbecues on.
Oh my god.
We bring up barbecue because we are in Kansas City, Missouri. That's right. 3 billboards outside of Missouri.
You have to say it like that, Missouri?
Did it do anything at the Oscars? Frances McDormand won. Yes. So, in lieu of that, because I totally knew that before recording this podcast, she won for 3 billboards outside of Ebbing, Missouri. So we're doing Kansas City, Missouri, which I found really interesting. So Kansas City is not in Kansas; it's in Missouri, and there's a Missouri city that's not in Missouri; it's in Texas.
Yeah, there's a lot of places that you wouldn't think that it would be there.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's freaking crazy.
Just like Paris is in Texas.
All right, that's enough talk about Texas. So we're in Kansas City. We're in Kansas City.
Missouri.
In Missouri. But before we get into the posts, do you have anything to say before we get
I usually
started?
Never have anything to say until you say something that's horrible, and then I just comment on it.
Yeah, how's your week going?
Yeah,
Let's say that.
It's going good. It's going.
All right, there we go. I just wanted to maybe make a little personal corner.
Personal corner?
For us. Yeah.
Talk about our lives, what's going on.
Yeah, I think I'm in a better headspace than last podcast.
We'll see.
I think I'm already going to tell you, I feel better than I did at the start of the last podcast, because last podcast, if you don't remember, because you haven't listened and nobody listens to this, I was very frustrated with a video that delayed us to recording, and then I got frustrated throughout it, and that's why we named it Spite Club, because I was being very spiteful.
I was wondering about that. I'm like, why?
Yeah, instead of Fight Club, it's Spite Club.
Yeah, I was like, he's still in a mood.
So this week, I feel better. We watched Good Mythical Morning before this, and Funhouse. So, let's get started.
Oh, Lord.
Speaking of Texas, you're leaving for Texas soon.
Yes, Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
I'm going to be in the whole midst of that for a wedding, and South by Southwest is going on. And it's going to be the techie part, so I think gaming and all that's going to be there. So I'm excited.
Austin, Texas, the home of Rooster Teeth.
Oh, really?
And yeah, Achievement Hunter. That's where they had their headquarters at. Everybody who started there basically went to University of Texas.
Oh.
And they decided to stay in Austin. And yeah. So
Nice.
I know RTX is coming up soon. That's their convention.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be, they already talk about how bad traffic is, but with South by Southwest going on.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, that's why we got a hotel it has a shuttle straight from there to the venue.
That's good.
So
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
So you're going to South by Southwest also?
We're going to try. We're
Okay.
just going to go in the midst of everything.
I was about to say, when in Paris, Texas.
Yes. And I'm just going to make
I was going to say Rome, but
bunch of like business cards and throw it out everywhere.
You have business cards?
It's going to happen.
Fancy.
Yeah.
Are they going to be on bone marrow?
Yes. Sicilian Braille.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
I'm glad I didn't say that one wrong. For everybody who's listening, we both made a very small reference to American Psycho.
It's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah. She has Christian Bale tattooed on her mind.
Actually tattooed on me.
Yeah, I like it. Not enough to tattoo it on myself.
Well, I'm going to have a whole sleeve dedicated to Christian Bale, so.
It's a very, motivational movie.
How motivational for what?
Like,
go to the gym
you
or
see
take care of yourself?
how ripped he is, and all he does is listening to like murders on the TV while he does crunches.
Yes, that's very motivational.
I'll tell you right now, he did not get that by just by doing crunches and looking at himself in the mirror while being with strippers.
You don't know this. You don't know his life.
He is a method actor. But yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. So what about you? Besides like getting frustrated videos and all that.
No, I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna try to come up with.
You're gonna stay here.
I'm gonna try to come up with more video ideas. I want to do more videos. Oh, that's what I was gonna talk to you about.
What?
I wanted to recruit you.
Oh Lord, to do what now?
Like brainstorm about like doing script ideas, like big video ideas.
Like how big?
Like I don't know.
Like how grand of a scale are we talking about? Do we have to have a crew?
No, because we have no money. So it'd be like a
we con people to do this for free because they're our friends.
Like I really want to do like a really big grand like 10 to 20 to 30 minute type of like small video short.
Okay, so we do need people. Which, Christian, I know you listen to us, so if you're listening, you're being recruited for something. Just let you know, FYI.
Yeah, I want to do, because with Joey and I's last video, Visual Recreations video of A Wrinkle in Time, we did I don't know if you watched it yet, but we have an intro video where we basically do like a small like strangers like intro kind of thing where the person knocks on the door. We're like getting ready to film and then that person knocks on the door. It's a big thing. Not really. It's 52 seconds.
Like what?
But while we were coming up with the idea of it, we were like, oh, you know what would be really cool is if we just made of like a sort of horror kind of video kind of thing.
I've been waiting for you to make some kind of horror film or something like that.
Yeah.
Short.
Yeah, but I need to know that people are going to help me before I start writing something.
How many other times have I helped you?
A ton, including this podcast that's been ongoing for
exactly. So
we've
why
been
would
doing this
you
for a while?
Over? I think it's a year now.
Almost a year.
And that was with Tell Me Rune first, and we had no idea what we were doing. I mean, we still don't. But...
We still don't. Some people would argue that we still don't, and we wouldn't say they're wrong.
Exactly.
Shoot. I don't think I'm subscribed to our Tell Me Rune anymore. Oh, yeah, we are. Yeah, I am.
You're a horrible person if you aren't subscribed to it.
Not subscribed to something that we haven't been put up yet.
So?
But yeah, I was just... I've been wanting to do something more, and almost. It says 11 months this video came out.
Wow. Our first one?
Yeah, 11 months. April 1st, 2017.
Shut up. We did not start on April Fool's.
April Fool's Day.
What?
Guess what? It's Easter. We're going to have... I don't know what we're going to do.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to do something for that.
For our 1-year anniversary?
Yeah.
Of a podcast that we don't do anymore?
Yes.
That we pivoted from?
It's just the fact that it's 1 year since we actually dove into this.
That's true.
And I don't know.
Wow, we started that very close to Visual Recreation.
Yes.
Because it was March 16th is Joey and I's anniversary for VizRec. And then it's going to be ours.
Yep.
2 weeks after that.
Yep.
Almost exactly 2 weeks after that.
Wow.
That is pretty incredible. Not really, but still pretty incredible to me thinking that we're still doing this. Especially after how bummed we got especially how bummed we were about Tell Me Rune for like the last 3 episodes we were doing it of.
The whole idea of it was really, really good, and I think we had a good flow with it.
On paper, it was really good.
I know, but it was just, I guess, the content of it all. It was just tedious, and sometimes it wasn't just that great of content to put out at that time. So... I don't know. With this, I feel as though we finally found our niche.
Yeah. Finally a podcast that we can set up at the last second and still have good content.
Yeah.
I think the problem was we were both like, hey, we're really into pop culture and movies and stuff, but we weren't like students of it. Like, we knew facts. We like movies. We watch a lot of stuff, but we're not like... oh, I have to go to the movie theater 2 times a week, and I have to be in the film, like, I'm subscribed to all these film news sites, and we're not, like, delving into it. We're just like, oh, that movie came out. I kind of really want to see it. Jason Bateman is cool. Like we're more like that we're like casual or slightly above casual fans, but we're not like aficionados to where we're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, you don't want to give your opinion so much about certain things. So.
Yeah.
With this, actually, I feel like it was kind of like mini therapy sessions.
I think it is. And we can throw some of our own personal opinions and experiences in there.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I don't know where we're going with that.
I don't know.
Where was I going with that? Oh, the movie thing. So I want to do something. I just don't know yet. But horror movies are easy to make on a low budget kind of thing. Mm-hmm. But before I want to put anything on paper, it's good to like do brainstorming with everybody and stuff. So I know Joey's into it. So if we want to get more people into it.
Yeah, so if you actually listen to the podcast and you are our friends, you could be recruited. Or if you want to, let us know beforehand. Yeah,
for sure. But it's going to take a little while. Because we need to come up with a concept, a villain, if we want a villain shown. We need to come up with a lot of the paperwork first before we can throw a lot of things in there.
As long as there's no clowns, then I'm good.
Well, scratch that idea. No, I'm just kidding. No clowns. I don't want to do all that makeup.
Oh my god.
I'd rather not.
Well, you have a mask.
I put that in a bin somewhere. You know how bent that thing is?
You put the clown costume up?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm trying to get as much space in this room as possible.
Well, you need to get rid of your bed and get a smaller bed.
Yeah, I'm going to get a cot. I'm going to get a cot.
Just sleep on the floor.
Like a fold-out cot.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's delve into the news. That was my impersonation of Skeletor.
That was Skeletor?
No.
Okay, there you go. That's a bit better.
And he praised from that one music video. So this one, I didn't read it. I just clicked on a whole bunch of thoughts, saw the title, and was like, "Hey, this could be something cool." And if it sucks, it sucks. All right. I'm not gonna read the tagline that goes with this because it's not gonna be well.
I don't think I should eat these during the podcast anymore.
You good?
No, because there's the York peppermint patties, and the first bite hits you like in the back of the throat, so it feels like I'm being punched right now by little tiny
Mintmen.
Yes.
Mintmen. So this one is called Biggest Relationship Deal Breaker Revealed in New Study.
Oh.
By independent.co.uk. So this is done by Olivia Petter, who I think we've read her articles before.
Do you remember names?
I just remember Petter. So, Petter. So this one, deal breakers, we've all dealt with them. Mm. They've somehow broken deals before in more ways than one. So I thought I could read this, we could talk about what the study says, and then we can discuss whatever deal breakers we've ever had. Yeah, that seems natural, saying what the flow is going to be. Anywho, the thrills of a new relationship can bring joy, bliss, and even euphoria. It's an exciting time, until one of you gets the ick. I.e. the ominous, there we go. The ominous trigger that suddenly turns you off your beloved quicker than you can swipe right. Ooh, a Tinder pun. That's great. While one person's flaw is another person's asset. That's my tagline on Tinder now.
Wow.
A new survey reveals the one thing giving Brits the ick above all else. Well, it's only talking about Brits, so let's find a new article. What do you think it is?
The deal breaker.
What's the ultimate deal breaker? Do you think? It's It's something very simple, I will say.
Really?
That, yeah, everybody has to deal with it on a day-to-day basis. And, yeah, I don't know what else to say about it.
I have no idea if it's simple.
It boils down to basic hygiene.
Are you serious?
YouGov asked British men and women what trait would bother them the most in a partner, and it turns out that it's a disparity in levels of cleanliness reigns supreme as the ultimate deal breaker. That was a weird, made-up sentence. From a list of 30 attributes, including differences in sex drive and sophistication, 71% of those surveyed said that someone who cares less about being clean than them would make them most uncomfortable. Quote, cleanliness can be such a deal breaker for so many reasons, explained dating coach Joe Barnett. Quote, mostly, if one person is keeping things clean and tidy and their partner is constantly creating mess and chaos, they can feel like he or she is being disrespectful and selfish. This is even worse than being untidy and unclean, she explained to The Independent. From experience of working through relationships, I would say issues surrounding different levels of cleanliness arise from the meaning someone imposes on their partner making a mess. If this is a prevailing issue in your relationship, Barnett suggests talking it out, which is we've said that before on many occasions, and explaining how your partner's behavior makes you feel as opposed to criticizing them. This can really save the relationship. Try to find a compromise, she says. So basically, she says talk it out and act like adults, then one being the mother or father of being like, you should clean your room, aka our room. Meanwhile, YouGov's research found that 53% of respondents were more likely to be turned off by someone less intelligent than them, while 45% cited different religious views.
So it's hygiene, intelligence, and then religion.
Yeah. Other major deal breakers uncovered by the survey were
What's the word?
Incompatibilities. There we go.
You could have sounded up.
I'm hooking on phonics. In organization, which British people spell organization with an S instead of a Z.
Maybe we're wrong. We're the weirdos with the Z's.
Oh, yeah, with color with a U in it.
Hey.
Who needs an extra U?
Color.
In organizations, 41%. Political views, 41%. Sociableness. What the frick are they talking about? And
like social skills?
Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
But it's sociableness.
Sociableness?
Yeah, that was weird. 38%, and physical activity, 36%. At the opposite end of the scale, 84% of respondents said they would be comfortable if their partner earned more money than them.
Yep.
Oh, would you be okay if the person you were with earned more money than you? Yeah, I'm fine with that. Sure, I welcome it. Was funnier than them? Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I think that's super subjectable. I think that's like
usually you try to find someone that has about the exact same humor as you.
I think what they're thinking is not compatibility by funny. It's who's funnier, like who makes more jokes, who makes the other person laugh more. So I'm guessing if the other person makes you laugh more, you're okay with that.
Oh, kind of like with Jim Carrey and all his ex-wives.
Yeah.
Where they weren't funny.
And or Jenny McCarthy.
Yeah, oh
god. Considering that the inferior quote-unquote partner would probably benefit from such disparities, this data is not exactly surprising. However, while some people might prefer to date someone who is quote-unquote out of their league, others are bound to favor the inverse scenario in which they are made to feel like the quote-unquote superior partner. The choice is yours, people. That's how he signs off.
Really?
The choice is yours, people.
I'm surprised you didn't do any of that in a British accent.
I don't want to.
Okay.
But out of their league. However, while some people might prefer to date someone out of their league, I think we talked about this last week.
We did?
Yeah, the whole, remember, the people that are more attractive, the most attractive is kind of like...
Yeah, because yours
kind of
is...
standoffish.
Yeah, because you're attracted. That whole thing was weird.
Thanks. I was just bearing my soul, but yeah, it was weird.
It was interesting, to say the least. So, I'll put it that way. I won't say it's weird.
So you wouldn't be intimidated by someone that looked like CT from early 2000s compared to, I don't know.
Well, I know they would be out of my link, so why should I even try?
But I don't know where I'm going with this
scenario.
Where are you going? So what do you think about that? Out of all the things this article lists, is cleanliness the top one? And have you ever dealt with somebody or a significant other that was not as clean or more clean than you, and it created a riff? Or what's your take on it? Or what's your bigger deal breaker out of all those scenarios? Or you say whatever. I keep on asking questions.
I know. I was like, let me answer. Well, the whole, like, I get it with the hygiene. Mm-hmm. I mean, as far as that person, like, being, like, organized or, like...
Yeah, I felt it was weird because they kept on saying basic hygiene, but then they were like, they're untidy.
Yeah.
I was like, I feel like there's two different things going on.
Yeah. I mean, if they're, like, kind of, like, if they're not tidy at home or whatever, I care less because that's their own living space. Mm-hmm. I'm not there to judge it whatsoever. Mm-hmm. Hygiene, though, I do understand if that other person's... I mean, if they're going, like, a whole week and we live in Florida, you need to take a shower, bro. You can't. Just can't.
Minimum 1 shower a day for me. Minimum.
Don't you take like 14 or something like that?
Minimum. During the weekdays, I normally take 2 unless I'm filming I'm doing editing on a video, mm-hmm. and I just completely forget. And it's like 11 o'clock and I'm going to bed and I put my hand through my hair and it still has gel in it. And I'm like, well, I didn't take a shower tonight. I'm going to bed. It's like midnight. But no matter what, I normally take at least 1 shower, but mostly 2.
True.
But, I mean, I've dealt with... Wow, this is great. I'm talking on camera.
I've been eating. I'm about to grab another one, even though I'm getting to the point where I don't think third one's a good idea.
It's not a refreshing. How did I eat all those boxes of Junior Mints? Anyways, I've dealt with an ex that was untidy, but it didn't create a rift necessarily because I was the more tidy one. Mm-hmm. It was almost like a yin yang kind of thing because we technically lived together mm-hmm. in her dorm, and she would go off to work, and I would like do like schoolwork or something. If I wasn't working, I would do schoolwork, and then I'd just be like, I would be done, and I'd just be like, oh, I'm gonna put on some music and then clean the room up. And I would clean the room. I would put clothes away. I would do all this stuff. I would vacuum and all this other stuff, do dishes. And I was fine with it. Like, I never was like, hey, you're being completely, like, just throwing crap everywhere, which I could have, but it just never... The only time it was a problem was when we would try to leave to mm-hmm. go somewhere, and all the dorms had, like, the key card thing, and she would constantly, like, search for it. Whenever we'd leave, like 2 seconds leaving, she'd be like, oh, where's that card key? And I'd be like, why don't you put it in the same dang place every time so you know it's like I put all my stuff in the same place so I know exactly where it's at. And she'd like search through this bag, open up 3 drawers, have to search through them. And I'm just like, that was the only time it was really a problem. But other than that, I was like, it never really crossed my mind like, oh, you're being disgusting. Like, it never really had that deal. Yeah. So, I mean, to me, the whole tidy thing, yeah, I can see where it could be a problem, but it's not really a deal breaker for me. Yeah, I feel like, of course, hygiene is a different one. Like, if they're not taking showers or anything, now that's a problem. Like, that's something on a whole different level. But even then, I feel like just say something if you're with this person and want to lock lips or other body parts and fluids, like, And your stank, like, no. If your arm is stank, I can only imagine what the other appendages.
Yeah, because your other crevices, there's more. Yeah. I don't want to say the word, but moisture there, and it creates sweat and other thing, and then germs, and then it's like funky.
Yeah.
I'm like, if your booty crack is like it stinks because it's an enclosure and it barely gets any air up there. There's other crevices that don't really get that much air, so it stinks too. Right.
It's like I've had nightmares of like, you know how like little kids' hands smell. Just like, because they're always just rummaging around and stuff. If your hands smell like that, and you should be washing those every time you go to the bathroom, and they smell like whatever they are, I can only imagine what the rest of you smell like.
I think Lee, who we used to work with, put it best, is that kids smell like raw chicken.
Yeah, that's basically it.
So I was like, that is freaking true.
They almost have the exact same germs.
Yes, it's raw chicken.
It's raw chicken. So to me, being untidy is not that big of a deal. Basic hygiene level, if you're not comparable of saying something like I can see where that is, but I don't know. I don't even know what the other deal breakers were.
Religion, that's just stupid. I understand it if you come from a very religious family and all that. Yeah. I understand that point.
What was the second one? Because there was religion, but one thing came from religion. You touched on a little bit. Oh, the intelligence. If somebody's more intelligent than you. I mean, if you can't handle a conversation, I can see where that is. But I mean, how unintelligent are we talking about? That's my whole thing. Like, I don't know.
I think everybody has their own level of intelligence. Mm-hmm. Say when we're talking or whatever. A lot of times you intimidate me with a lot of things that you know, but then I'm not saying anything. There's been times where you pissed me off because you're like, actually, you fact checked me, and I was like, he did not just freaking fact check me. Like I like went up in flames. I'm like, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna walk away. But then other times I'm just like, I know what I'm talking about, and I feel I have a little bit more intelligence maybe in certain areas than you. Yeah. So I think that any like relationship, friendship, or whatever, there's always gonna be that counterbalance.
Oh yeah, definitely. But yeah, I don't know. After reading this article, I can see where basic hygiene is the number one. Like if somebody's like, "Hey, this guy stinks," and everything, or this girl is not. I don't know. I can see where like maybe, but
especially with girls, man. Ladies, no.
We're not getting in on this.
Ladies.
Smell like a can of Star Kissed.
Okay, you need to back up. Just back up.
I'm just saying.
No.
I've walked by the locker rooms after a softball game. It's bad.
Wow.
It smells like Seattle's fish market.
And like, guys, junk doesn't stink.
Oh, it stinks.
It does.
But it doesn't smell like that.
No.
It could smell way worse.
We have no choice. We have different, everything's enclosed. Well, we have no choice.
I'm not talking about this. I don't need to know what's going on.
You know what's going on. You dated girls.
Allegedly.
So you know what's going on with that area.
Yeah, I do. And it's not... it's something I don't feel comfortable talking about because I don't exactly understand it all. So I'm just throwing that out there. I don't understand it, and I can stand up and say I don't understand it. But
that could be
to me, I think if you don't want to hold a conversation, I think that's the deal breaker. Like there's so many times where and mostly through texting. Like there's been times where I had Tinder matches in the past, and like you just bring up a few like questions or something to like get the ball rolling, but they don't ask any questions back. They don't seem interested. I hate that. And then I'm just like, well, that's fun. And then I just never talk to them ever again. It's just like, hey, what's up? And kind of like all that other stuff. And then you get to a certain point where they're just like, done. Like, to their mind, they're just like, check, I'm checked out. Like, and I'm not trying to say like I'm the most purveyor of conversation and whatnot, but it's like I'm asking questions, I'm showing interest and all this other stuff, and then they're just like, oh, sorry, I forgot to text or whatever. It's just like, no, I'm done too. Like, you're done, I'm done.
Or I love the ones where you're asking all the questions and all that, and then you stop talking because you're like, I'm asking all the questions. You don't care about me, I guess. All right.
Yeah.
But then they're like, hey, you okay? Where'd you go? I'm like, oh, is this the only question you're going to ask me?
Yeah.
Where am I? That I'm not asking you questions?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's always a fun one. That's always a great one. Just
Where'd you go?
Yeah.
Is everything okay?
Or you ask a question and they give you one sentence back.
Oh my god.
Like 3 words, and it's just like, am I bothering you? Like, we both swiped right. We both seemed interested, and now you don't want to give me the time of day? That's cool too.
Yeah.
Whatever. Like, I don't need to do this. You're taking up my time, and take a deep breath now. Any deal breakers you've had to deal with in the past? Like somebody just does something and you're just like, definitely done with this. No?
Well, I haven't really had relationships, so that's why I can't. This is why when you ask me certain questions, I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I have to go back to like, okay, I only had like one real relationship, and I was 15. Okay. That was it, and that was off and on for a year.
Oh, okay.
So other than that, yeah, I mean.
Yeah. I'd never really had anything that was a deal breaker. I always thought we could work through stuff. Until, I mean, cheating. You can't, that's a deal breaker.
Well.
Just throwing that out there.
Well.
That's a deal breaker to me, and now I learned that we cannot work things out. My stupid brain thought we could work things out. Anything can happen. And if you're out there thinking, hey, we can work this out, if you don't have a baby with this person or are legally tethered to this person, just leave, because it's never going to be the same. Just throwing that out there. Just let it happen. Just walk away.
I feel some bitterness there.
I'm just trying to give people what I learned in the past, that just don't do it. While you're laying in bed watching The Lucky One starring Zac Efron by yourself, while this person is out with who you think is their best girlfriend, and then they come back at 4 a.m. and then leave for a 7 a.m. work, and then they call you during lunchtime and say, hey, by the way, I wasn't at my girlfriend's house, so if you need to pack up your stuff and leave while I'm at work, that would be great. Like, it's not a good situation to try to work things out. Just throwing that out there. Also, The Lucky One with Zac Efron, not his best work. So, just throwing that out there. Anyway.
I'm shook right now.
Do you have anything to add?
I can't follow up with anything after that. I'm just going to sit here and eat my third peppermint patty. Oh my god.
All right, so I guess that's it for the news.
We're going to end it on that note.
All right, now we're going to take a quick walk towards Kansas City. All right, and we're here in Kansas City, Missouri. That was a short trip.
Yep.
What kind of scenery are we looking at? Have you been to Missouri?
No, but I know someone who has been. Used to live there.
Unlucky for them.
Wow.
I guess that's why they used to live there.
Wow. Actually, it sounds like a really nice place.
Not from Fairly Odd Parents.
Wait, is that where they're from?
No, Fairly Odd Parents, Timmy Turner has to do a book report. And he has to do a book report on Tom Sawyer. So he wishes that Tom Sawyer character was out of the book.
Wait, I know this one episode.
Yeah, and he's like, they call it misery for a reason.
Oh my god.
Have you ever been to Misery? So, anyways, one of the FML podcast guys we're on is from Missouri.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So.
That's cool.
Maybe. Anyways, let's go to these posts. Some are good, some are but we'll read them regardless because we don't have anything else. LD, I am absolutely crazy about you. I don't remember reading this one.
Why is it on your phone?
I don't know, but I'm going to read it anyways. We used to work together years ago. I always had a big crush on you, but it wasn't until just before I left the company that I realized you were such a cool person. Wow, it took you all the time to leave the company to realize that? After I left the job, we've kept in touch and chat fairly frequently. We are both married and in situations that could be better and have both expressed a form of admiration for each other. I just wanted to tell you I'm crazy about you in more than just a friendly way. A friendly way. I think you are one of the physically most beautiful women I've ever seen, and that pales to your inner beauty, whatever, your strength and your willingness to stand up for yourself. What?
So jaded.
I doubt you would find this post on CL, Craigslist, and I'd love to tell you this in person, but I also don't want to risk ruining a great friendship by making things quote-unquote different if you are only interested in me as a friend, even though I'd be fine with that. If you read this, I'd love to back from you. Please send me what my initials are or some way I would know it's you. So this married person and this other married person is talking. Crush. I don't know.
I don't understand when they're like, okay, we could just be friends. It just sounds like they're glutton for punishment with that. I just don't think that they can be friends.
Yeah, it's difficult. At some point, it's going to come out no matter what.
Well, yeah.
Especially if it sounds like they're both in situations that aren't the most ideal from his post. He said that they both looking for better, like, could do better. I don't know. It's that situation, though, where you're seeing her at work or in texts, and you're not seeing her 24/7, and she's not seeing you 24/7.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, is the grass going to be really green or on the other side if you decide to unmarry your people and then start dating this person who also seems to be in the same headspace?
Which, side note real quick, that reminds me of the whole Ewan McGregor thing that's going on, where he left his wife of 22 years because he's going out with, I think, Mary Johnson. The chick from Scott Pilgrim. She had the different colored hair, chick. Her.
Oh, really?
They were going out because they were both on Fargo.
Oh.
So, supposedly...
That's the season I didn't watch.
Yeah. Well, supposedly, like, she didn't like the whole rumors and all that stuff, that she was a homewrecker, blah, blah, blah. Winds up leaving him, and then now he's by himself.
Oh, well, good for him.
So, yeah, so it's one of those things, it's like...
Time's up, Ewan McGregor.
Wow. It was consensual, dude. But it just one of those things is like, yeah, you can leave a situation like that and think you're getting into a better one, and then...
it just doesn't work out.
Exactly. So... you may or may not be able to go back, or you just have to single it out.
Wow, I wouldn't expect that from Ewan McGregor. I can't watch Big Fish. Is that...
Oh.
Big Fish? Real Fish?
Big Fish.
Yeah.
By Tim Burton?
Yeah.
That was a good movie.
Yeah, it was alright.
Wow.
I thought my interpretation... We watched it for a communication class, and I thought my interpretation of it was way better than everybody else's interpretation of it.
Of course you did.
I just thought the kid was taking everything too literally. Mm-hmm. Like, he was like, oh, it's like the twins are conjoined at the hip. You know that saying where, oh, you guys are always together.
Yeah.
The Danny DeVito character, he said he was like a wolf of Wall Street kind of thing. And I said that in class, and everybody was like, oh. And then the other kid was just like, whoa, whoa.
Wow.
And they're like, good job, Tommy. Nobody likes you, but... we like your opinion better than that kid's opinion. And I was just like, cool, man. Whatever. This is going to be Spike Club 2.
I was going to say, you are so bitter.
Except it's going to be a manga.
A manga?
That's going to be $50 at Barnes & Noble. That's Fight Club 2.
Oh, okay.
It's the manga.
But, oh, really?
Yeah, they made a comic book out of it.
Okay.
Instead of a movie.
I heard about that.
And then I was like, oh, it's hardcover. I want to, put it back. I'm not spending that much on a book that I'm going to read once, maybe. This one is called Your Smile. You work security at the Legends Mall. I see you often as I work in one of the stores. Your smile gets me every time. I'm sure you don't notice me, as I just usually try not to stutter and get my tongue tied and starry-eyed when you're around. I'm really shy, so I would never make the first move. My boss laughs every time you leave because I'm just in one little world for a few minutes as I try to watch you walk away. Thanks for your smile. Have a great day.
That was really sweet.
I thought that was cool.
I really
And we
like
don't
that.
hear too many mall stories.
Right?
So that's really cool.
That's cute.
This one's for you because you're from the island of Oahu. Moana Costume Comic-Con.
Oh, God.
I really thought you were super cute, and I wish I could have got your number, even though I know you'll never see this. You were pretty small, and you look great as Moana. I just wanted
That was it?
Yeah. I really wanted to say, I hope this person is talking about a girl of age.
Oh, my God.
Because you were pretty small. Like, I don't... Can we not? Yeah. This one, I thought, because there's the show Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
Does that take place in Missouri?
No.
Because it says amazing ass at Twin Peaks. So, there's a place in Missouri.
Wait. Okay, well, I don't watch the show. I
Me
have
either.
friends that watch the show.
I was thinking about watching it, but I don't know. Anyways, let me read this while you're looking that up.
Yes. Bye-bye.
You moved from another location to this one. Sad to say that. I've had you as a waitress a few times now. You're very pretty, tallish, with the absolute most amazing ass. You don't have a typical Twin Peaks girl's butt. It's big and fleshy and perfect. I absolutely love watching you walk away from me. I know there is no way we could ever do anything, but I wanted to thank you and say you're incredible and that ass is out of this world. I want to know why. I know there's no way we could ever do anything. I wonder why.
I knew it was in there. It was Washington.
That
Twin
makes
Peaks,
sense.
Washington. He's probably talking about her Twin Peaks.
Oh, maybe. But he said there's no way anything could happen between them. And I just wonder why that couldn't happen. I don't know.
Is there Capulet and Montague?
Was that English?
Wow, really?
I don't know what.
Capulet and Montagues.
What?
Romeo and Juliet.
Oh.
Wow.
I don't read. I watched Shakespeare in Love. Does that say that those two words too?
Dude, they do the play in Shakespeare in Love of Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, I just like the Shakespeare in Love movie.
But in the movie, they portray...
You're making my head hurt.
You're making my freaking head hurt just by saying that.
You went to swinger party in Sedalia.
Just ignore me.
You used to go to swinger parties in Sedalia at a motel. You were married and unfortunately lost your husband. Ew, that's so sad. We came to your house once, but did not play. Ran into you years later at Side Pockets in LS. You came over and said hi.
They said it exactly like that. Hi.
Yeah, hi. You were with your family, so we did not get a chance to talk. Always had fun with you at the parties, although we never hooked up. Would like to see you again.
You okay?
Yeah. And does not play anymore, but I still have a hall pass and can host.
Oh.
No, this is a shot in the dark. If you see this, get a hold of me and we can talk. Thanks, Ted. I think he forgot the comma.
Oh, because I was like, wait, was he would just talk...
It was a man for a woman, but
Oh, okay.
I think he didn't put a comma, so
Oh.
so I just read it. Thanks, Ted.
Well, I mean, if they see each other at the swinger parties, why not just try to find her at one of the parties
I
again?
don't think they go to swinger parties anymore. I think he can host, but I don't think he...
Well, then hopefully he can host, and then she'll show up.
I don't know. Maybe they can take a limo to the swinger party. As this post is, your limo driver looking for my Wonder Woman in Old Wolf. A long time ago, in another lifetime, we met on a phone chat line and decided to meet. You knocked me over with your looks, style, and attitude. Black tresses, and a figure to put Wonder Woman to shame. wow, we have to. The woman comparison has to go on to Wonder Woman. You, an artist. Me, a limo driver. We couldn't be together then. Life got in the way. It was a lifetime ago. Things have changed for me. I'm free now. I'm sure you probably have settled down now and have a family, but I wonder, what could have been?
He wondered about Wonder Woman?
He wondered about his Wonder Woman. Desperately seeking bookstore beauty. You were at Half Price Books in Westport around 6 p.m. on Saturday, 3/3. You were with an older couple, maybe parents or grandparents. You were wearing a pink flower print blouse and a short skirt. You admired a Kurt Vonnegut.
A what?
Kurt Vonnegut. Vonnegut. Vonnegut?
Oh, I know that word.
Yeah, I don't know. Doll. It's a doll and a pen by the register. You are the most beautiful human being I've ever seen. Reply and describe your shoes and hair. Maybe we can meet. I'd love to take you to dinner and stare into your eyes.
That's kind of creepy.
Can I just say that there's a few creepy things. Flower print blouse and a short skirt, and then admiring a doll, which I'm hoping this girl is of age.
Yeah, she kind of sounds like maybe she's like younger, like 15 and down.
Seems very young. Yeah, from the description he's putting, very young. And then he gives off a creepy vibe by saying, I'd love to take you to dinner. Leave it at that, dude. But he goes on to say, and stare into your eyes. Like,
we should be alive or dead at that point.
Before and after.
Oh, nice.
I like to take your dead corpse to dinner and stare into your eyes.
I'm gonna pull old Ted Bundy.
Yeah, exactly. He puts the eyes in the wine.
Ew, that would be more of a, oh my god.
Quit staring, you.
Dahmer.
Quit staring, you. And he's like hitting the body and it falls over in the chair.
Oh my god, or he creates like a living doll of her.
In the style of Kurt Vonnegut.
Yeah, exactly. Which I just looked him up.
Yeah, does he do weird dolls?
I would think I saw he rates books.
Oh. Maybe a doll comes.
Yeah, because he's an American writer. He does best-selling novel Slaughterhouse-5.
Oh. So this dude's talking about a slaughterhouse dude? You would look great on my mantle. Your head would look great in my freezer. I just died in your arms tonight.
No.
That's the name of the next one.
Oh. I thought you just started singing because...
No.
Okay.
This dude. I was in line purchasing my cigarettes and Cheetos at the Dollar General.
That's a combo.
Yeah, at a Dollar General. No, they're Cheetos, not combos. You were in front of me. You were in front of me with 2 gallons of milk. We were waiting on the heavy... I don't want to say this.
Ooh, wait.
Because it says waiting on the heavy...
We were waiting on the heavy... Wow, really?
Yeah, I know. We were
heavy set people in front of us.
Yeah, using all their coupons. All their coupons.
Like, they're saving money, you ass.
Yeah.
What is wrong with that?
Why do you have to point out their race?
Or they're heavy set. Who cares?
So a fantastic song came on. I wonder what that was. And I wasn't aware of the artist. Seeing your plump backside, I couldn't help but ask if you knew who the artist was. So I fingered your shoulder.
What?
That's a weird way to phrase it, man. Don't say. Just say I tapped you on the shoulder.
Exactly. I fingered your shoulder.
I fingered your shoulder. And then you turned around and told me that it was Cutting Crew. Do you know if that was Cutting Crew? With the I Died in Your Arms Tonight?
I think that is correct.
Then you turned to the cashier and paid him and left.
Well, yeah, you fingered my back. I'm going to leave.
Hey, what's this song title that's over 30 years old?
Exactly.
Don't you have a phone you can put in the lyrics of I Just Died in Your Arms Tonight?
Right? SoundClouded or whatever. Not SoundClouded, but cause you have those like SoundHound. That was it.
Yeah. Jackal. What's the one?
Jackal.
Yeah, it's the one where the Shazam.
Yes.
Shazam it. Yeah, that was it.
Jackal.
I don't know where I was getting that from. I just want to see you again and thank you for turning me on to my new favorite band.
Oh my god.
What? Cutting Crew? What else? Do you know what other songs they have?
Wait, hold on,
The Cutting
hold on.
Crew? Because I only remember that one as
Hold
their
on.
main one. I hope that by the time you respond, I will have a car.
Man, if she doesn't sweep him up, I will, because that's the keeper right
Hold on,
there.
this next line is great. If not, I can borrow my sister's bike. How old is this dude?
I don't know, he's buying Cheetos and cigs.
Yeah. If not, I can borrow my sister's bike. Just please respond.
Okay, so their top singles, besides Died in Your Arms, is I've Been in Love Before, One for the Mockingbird, and Everything But My Pride.
I don't know any of those.
Nope.
That's your new favorite band, bro? You better get a life.
And
And a car. That's ridiculous.
He's showing his whiteness all over that. And he said that he noticed her bulge in her back. Is that what he fingered?
Her plump backside, he said.
Plump, but still, that sounds horrible.
It does sound horrible.
Her plump backside.
And you know what's funny? In Missouri, you don't know if he's 24 or 45, or in that range. He could be any age at this point.
Why do you say that?
Because it's Missouri.
I don't understand what that means.
It could be as diverse age as possible. Of not having a car, buying cigarettes,
and borrowing his sister's bike.
All right, we got 2 more left, and we're running short on time.
Really?
Yeah.
Snap.
We took a long time with talking about deal breakers.
Oh, that's true.
This one's called Rare Dragon. I heard the news a few weeks ago. If it's true love, I'm very happy for you. You know I'm not lying. I'm worried you're setting up for a fail for a wrong motivation. I've been praying for you for 2 years now. That makes me a freak. If that makes me a freak, I'll wear the badge. You were right. You can put me on a shelf and I'll still be thinking of you. I won't settle for anything less than an earthquake as wonderful as you. Never heard that before.
What?
I really just wanted a chance to see if you were as compatible as it seemed we were. Anyway, if you are happy, my prayers have been answered. Enjoy it and don't take it for granted. Always know I'm grateful I got to know you. That was weird. Rare dragon. Why would you even title it that?
Hopefully she's not Asian, because that's messed up.
I didn't read most of these. All right, this one I did read most of it, and I'm kind of excited. I've only read the first couple of things, and I was like, I want to see this. Also, the title is great. Don't judge a book by its smell, which could be a deal breaker if that's dealing with your hygiene.
Wow.
I sidled up next to you today at a One Life treadmill. I sidled.
Saddled.
No, S-I-D-L-E-D.
Siddled?
I sidled.
Seattled?
I think he was trying to spell saddled and spelled siddled. I sidled up next to you today at a One Life treadmill. You had on a fuchsia leggings and were sporting a fantastically protuberant camel
toe?
The likes of which one must visit a Walmart packaged food aisle to see its equal. I don't know what
You
that
can go to
means.
Walmart and get a camel toe?
Packaged foods.
I don't understand.
Hold on. He spells visit wrong. It's visit a Walmart packaged food aisle to find its equal. I don't know what it means.
I'm not gonna look at meat again. The same way.
I got the feeling the sun's gravity was practically negated by it. I felt drawn to you, or some sort of event horizon in your pants. I madly pressed buttons and began running, stealing glances to the side. Unfortunately, as I cantered along, conjuring the words to say hello, your gravity distortion field sucked a noxious fart from me with a nary a picosecond of warning. I have no doubt its genesis lay with my broccoli omelet chased by a nearly pot of coffee at Denny's only hours before.
Oh, that's just nasty.
I want a do-over on that decision so badly. But it was the universe's caloric balance versus Newtonian physics.
Oh my god.
And that bout was today. Wait, where is it? Yeah, there we go. And that bout was today. I could not control it. It would have been dangerous to even try. He put sigh in there, so I did. You get off your treadmill post haste. 1618 shown on your own display. No one does that. People go to whole numbers. You couldn't. Hard to blame you. You risked a cardiac event going any further. Possibly an aneurysm. I briefly kept going, like Larry Nassar still pleading not guilty with 100 witnesses had testified against me. Then, dejected, I called it a workout and left. If you see this and have not tried to black out your entire day already, please reconsider any ill will if we see each other again. I should apologize, or you should confront me, or both. I just think what was the initial germ of my connection to you should be examined, studied, documented, and possibly published in a reputable journal, like Craigslist. I would skip breakfast for 100 days just to talk to you. It's like the weirdest line that was deleted out of the notebook. What do you want? I want you to skip. I skipped breakfast for you. 100 days I skipped breakfast for you. It's a long shot, but if you see this and are into second chances, right back with "May my camel spit nothing but dates" in the headline.
That is nasty.
I will make amends somehow. The universe demands it. That's it. That was a great one to end on.
I have no words for that.
Can I just say, out of everybody we talked about, I think the one that was at the bookstore was less of a serial killer-esque feel than this dude.
I think he just made this up, honestly.
I don't think so.
Really?
I want to believe all of these are 100% true and honest.
I don't think so. Then you're naive.
I want to believe.
No.
I want to believe. Stop trying to crush my hopes and dreams. Right now, stop it.
You do that to me, so I'm going to do it right back.
Anyways, it's real. And, but that's it. That's it for this week's podcast episode. What do you think about it? What did you think about Kansas City, Missouri?
It was pretty good, especially that ending. Again, I probably won't go shopping the same way ever again.
Yeah.
In the meat produce area.
I will say Kansas City, Missouri, there was a lot of posts where I had to go past them because there was a lot of people looking for fun times and fun dates, even though they were already taken by marriage. Yeah, there was a lot of, hey, looking for a girlfriend for fun in the afternoon.
Oh, no.
Yeah, there was one that was exactly like that.
Man.
He was like, hey, just wanting to find somebody to have fun with after work, just looking for a girlfriend to be inconspicuous with, kind of thing. So Missouri. But yeah, that was it for this week's episode of Mr. and Miss Connections. I'm your host, Andrew.
And I'm Leilani.
Rate, comment, subscribe. Let us know somebody's out there listening in the deep, vast void of iTunes and just oversaturation of podcasts and radio programs.
Yeah, and just don't text me that you like the show. Freaking comment. You know who you are.
Wow, that's awesome. I'm so glad that somebody at least texted you.
Yes, they text me, and I'm like, hey, that's funny, blah, blah. I'm like, that's great. Now go freaking comment or like.
I mean, I don't even get texts from my friends. I throw it up somewhere and then nothing happens. Anyways. So, yeah, like, comment, subscribe to get just A+ podcast episodes like this every single week. Despite last week, because last week was really bad. Anyways.
For you.
Yeah, for me. For me. I that's all on me.
Yeah.
And the 2 weeks before that, because we didn't do any episodes before that either. So,
everything's on you.
So
you're the scapegoat.
Anyways, thank you, and we'll see y'all next week.
Peace.